Okay, welcome, and I call to order the Finance and Committee meeting for October 28th. In attendance, we have Commissioner Ben Olszewski to my right, Commissioner Damon Mullen to my left. I'm Commissioner Cheryl Lockard. I think we introduced our Township Manager, Pat Sazio, our Assistant Township Manager, John Bates, in the gray shirt over there, and our Solicitor, Brianna Bryant. No presentations and announcements.
There are none this evening.
Okay, any public comments for non-agenda items? Thought you were getting out, Kevin. Next, approval of the minutes. Anybody have any comments? Commissioners or public?
Nope.
Okay, they'll move forward. Next, we'll go through the reports. I'll just list them, and you can, John and Commissioner, stop me if you have any questions or comments. The Director of Finance report, Tax Enforcement Officer's report, Investment Activity report, the quarterly budget review. So I guess that's a pretty important one, but John, I see your note, no unexpected expenditures.
That's correct. We're still through Q3 of this year, still tracking pretty steady to where the township has been in the general fund for the past 4 years per that report. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay, thank you. Let's see, the bond issue report. Anybody? The Capital Reserve Fund report. I think I had one question on that one. Yes, my question was about, we had budgeted for police cars, but there's no spending yet for them.
Believe there are purchase orders sitting in our system right now. Currently, I think the goal at the end of last year was to get with the rate at which the cars are being turned over. I don't think that they had the stock at the time, but that's still in the system. We have purchase orders applied to those. So that when those are ready, I can confirm with the police.
Okay, so do you think,
an update on where those are?
do you think that'll be this year, the cost, or?
I will, again, I'm not sure. I'll confirm with them just to say I haven't heard any updates on it recently, but I will make a note.
Okay, thanks. Quarterly restricted funds. Anybody? Okay. And then the review of revenue and expense summaries, which we did go through kind of the summary. So anybody? Public questions or comments? Okay, they're all moved forward. Next, personnel. We have the appointment of Phoebe Park on the Transportation Impact Advisory Committee, and she is here tonight, so thank you for being here. I'd like to welcome her.
That works too. Hi, thanks for having me. As she said, my name is Phoebe Park. I'm really excited to get more involved in my local community. I grew up K through 12 going to Upper Moreland High School, and I moved back to Willow Grove pretty recently. Since Upper Moreland High School, I studied civil and environmental engineering and wrote my senior thesis on transit equality, and I have a paper with my professor that's hopefully going to be published soon. And then after undergrad, I've been working as a management consultant during the day. During the night, I've been reinvigorated in my interest in transportation through my master's program at Temple University in city and regional planning with a focus on transportation. My personal interests are definitely in accessibility, especially as more eyes go on Willow Grove with SEPTA's plans to include us in the early phases for ADA improvements. Especially interested in the idea of growing Willow Grove as a transit-oriented development and community. Obviously, ADA accessibility but also thinking about elderly population who may not be able to drive, as well as our young students, young mothers who are using strollers on the sidewalks that we have, and all community members. Thanks.
Thank you, Phoebe. Sounds like you have lots of good experience to bring. I hope you'll look at some of the other committees too. As you know, this one doesn't meet very often, and it sounds like you want to be involved, and that'd be great. Okay, I suggest we move her forward to the full board. Okay,
We appreciate your interest.
absolutely. Okay, next we have the following vacancies on other committees. The Advisory Planning Agency for a Ward 3 resident. We have some openings on the Historical Commission. One on the Parks and Recreation Advisory Council for a Ward 2 resident. And finally, Upper Moreland Happer Joint Sewer Authority. So if you're interested, there's information on the website about each of these committees, and please send your resume and express your interest to Pat Stasio, our Township Manager, pstasio@uppermoreland.org. Next, that's about it. Other items, none. Old business, none. New business, none. Any commissioner comments?
No, I'm good.
No? Okay, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Yeah.